Hello, welcome to Bars and Bells. My name is Ian.
I'm Lauren.
And this is our studio. And today we'll be practicing our handstands and our extension strength through our shoulders and our rib cage. Welcome. Let's get on the floor. We'll start with a little bit of some light split, get into some ribs, some rolls, clear some space on the floor as you might get around here. No rules. Go on. Get down how you can. Welcome to the floor. Has it been a while? Are we used to being down here? How does that position start? Well, you can think about the feet if you really want to, and how you could have those feet pulled to the shins, or you could have them pointed. And then everything here we'll do about twice. So we could have our feet or ankles flexed to the shins, like a karate foot there, and then we can have them pointed. And that's how I'll try to have them through the rest of this practice. But now, go here for a second. Now think bending a knee, and that'll also kind of bend a hip. Kind of dig that heel into the ground, pull down, feel some tension, and then extend. Maybe you can open that up a little bit. Let's do that one more time, same thing.
Same leg?
Same leg without tension, without movement at first. Pull, won't go very far. Push down, pull up, feel some activation there. Grow long as you set it down. Alternate to the other side. You can look at it, put some eyeballs down, pull down, feel tension before you go in there at first. Flex the knee. You might drag the heel, but try not to really. And then extend, and as you extend, reach out. And then one more time, same thing. Bend the knee. If the heel starts to move, just try to create more tension rather than more movement. And then extend and relax for a second. Maybe that was a little intense. Let's come back, or to the side at least here, as we get into a lunge position. Some head necks might prefer looking at the elbow. I'm going to try to look straight ahead, or over at Lauren.
Hey there.
Hey. This hip, gently open it up, trying to keep the top shoulder forward, and then extend through that back hip. I feel myself pulling my femur bone in on the bottom side as I'm extending the hip through on the top. Then I'll try to relax or let that open and slide out to the back. And for two more, same thing. Hip extension through, relax it. Hip extension through, relax it. Then switch to the other side, same thing. Oh, hey there.
Hey.
My hip again is a little bit open here. I'm trying to keep my top shoulder forward, and then I will extend through the hip, cramping up the glute and this nice, beautiful hip holster here. In a relaxed moment, it might open up, keep the shoulder forward. Same thing, extend through that hip. Woo, right there. Don't torture yourself with that feeling. And for the last one or two, I don't advocate for fast, but I would say just flow. And then let's come back to that middle position. Sitting tall. At our head neck, pull your chin down and say hi to Kermit the Frog. Then pull down through the chin and casually lift up with tension or resistance. Pull the crown of the head high. Repeat. Chin low. Super small shape. Pull down on the front of the neck and then pull down and go up. And just like your handstand, pull the crown of the head high and keep reaching down at the same time reaching up.
Getting long.
Let's do that same thing through the rib cage. Take your hands any place that's comfortable for you. Pull the rib cage down, flexing the ribs or not the low back, but now brace and lift up against this tension you're providing. I took my breath away, and then relax. Try not to let it take your breath away. Make sure we can breathe over top of that interaction of these abs here. Same thing. Maybe a casual chin tuck, just so you don't get cheating into the head neck. Then flex through that rib cage. Bear down, brace down, buckle down, ribs to hips, and then keeping tension down on those abdominals, extend through the rib cage or T-spine, lifting up. Cool those jets. Repeat one more time. Flex. Maybe you have a slightly flexed head neck too. Pull the rib cage down. Batten down those hatches on those abdominals, and then breathing, lifting. 3, 2, and relax. Whew. Let's go back to that sideline position with a little twist this time. On our sideline, this time press through the floor, tall sit. Put a leg out front. Lauren's going to call me out for not having my kneecap facing the ceiling, but I need to do a little wiggle there, and then we can satisfy that. With a toe point, roll in and out of that hip socket. Woo-hoo.
Hello.
Keep this back hip forward, particularly as we internally rotate on that hip. Couple more, let it fall out, and then as Lauren wants her, get that kneecap up, but keep this hip forward. And let's go one more time, roll it out. Whew. Are you pointing that toe? Grip socks with the toesies, rolling in on that hip, and then slowly bending it, getting out of that position, switching any way that's accessible to you. But leg out front straight. Get into that nice little modified 90. And then point our flex, plant our flex or point our toes. Externally rotate in that hip. Keep this hip pushing forward as we internally rotate or turn that inseam in on that hip. Keep the hip forward, roll out. Roll in or point forward. Extend that back hip again. And last one or two. The knee will want to bend, so you're going to try to keep it straight. The toes are not going to want to point, so you're going to try to keep those straight too. Last one. And then let's get easy. Let's lay down. That was a lot of work through that upper back and those hips. Let's let things open up a little bit, have a little bit of fun as we do, clear some space. And Lauren's going to roll around here, and you know, listen to me in the back a little bit. How does that feel on the ground?
Great.
I hope I put my pony in the right place, and it feels like I did. So right here, I'm going to take my left arm and point it to the ceiling, and then take my right arm and place that towards overhead. From here, I'm going to reach and point and try to reach and touch that ceiling as I roll, and then onto my front side.
Well,
let's go the same direction with the opposite arm. So now I'm going to take my right arm and reach out to the side. Looking at my hand, opening up like I'm turning a page of a book. I'll slowly go from cover to cover, front to back, and now I'm facing the ceiling. Take that right hand, point it and reach it, and initiate that roll pattern as you go across your body to lengthen out. Then left hand out to the side, open it like turning a page of the book, and then we're back. One more time, but this time with a low body. My arms are both overhead, and they'll move to different positions throughout this drill too. Now, bend the knee, flexing the hip, and then straighten the leg. Casually let that leg fall across your body and initiate the rotation to your front side. Take the same leg, bend it at the knee, extend it or push it to the ceiling, initiate your roll
back
to your
where you
back.
came from.
Alternate those legs, flexing the hip, bending the knee, and then straightening the leg to the ceiling. Leg comes across the body, allow yourself to roll with it. And then same leg, knee bend, hip extend, initiate that movement to go
Whoops.
on our back.
I went the wrong way.
And then let's just come back up
Oh.
to that splits position for one last go. Mummy crunch. Oh yeah. Okay. So last time in this split, is that more accessible than before? Is that the same? Again, let's point those toes to emphasize throughout the practice. From this position, we're going to try to draw these nice sideways movements at the rib cage. And as much as right now, say Lauren and I are really flowy, can you find your flow and find those edges?
What does that mean?
Can you find the places that you can get to? What do you got? Now we know how far you can get. Make it ultimately really hard to get there. What that would look like would be resisting over there, bracing, resisting and pulling over here, and it will be a smaller shape, but can you build those ways to make that more intense? As I'm trying to do with my breathing here, I can make sure that I can talk at the same time, or at least breathe, as I'm trying to create these nice, intense contractions through the core. And then let it flow out again. For one last time, let's flex this way, bringing the heart to the ribs, brace those abdominals down, and extend without looking up, lifting that extension through the rib cage. In 3 more seconds, travel that extension towards the head neck, and slowly finish looking a little bit at the ceiling. And then pull your crown tall and get taller. The obvious place I feel intense is right here, but oh my goodness, these quads are just about to seize. You should take those in. Let's get going, Lauren. Crawl away.
Crawl. All right. First, let's place your hands on the floor. Tuck your toes. Grip your fingers down and just shift your weight around over your hands. Noticing your weight shift through your index finger, your middle, your ring, your pinky, your thumb, and then switch directions, drawing circles the other way there for a couple more. As you do that, keep trying to straighten those elbows, screw in at the wrists. Now, pack your shoulders, shift your weight forward over your hands, keeping your elbows straight, your blood donations forward, and then use your fingers to push you back. Regrip. Do that one more time. Pack shoulders, shift that weight forward, hold, and then push yourself back. We'll do a half turn of the hands so our fingers face us this time. Face yourself. There we go. Fingers face your thighs. Pack your shoulders. Donations are forward. Elbows stay straight. Slowly sit back into that wrist flexion. Yeah. And then come back to center. As you come out of this, bend your elbows and peel your palms off the floor. Fingers last. Shake that out. Now we can crawl. Hands grip the floor. Let's first just push up to a quick down dog. Pedaling your knees, pushing a heel down, straightening the other leg, bending the other leg for 2. And then we're going to drop, after you're done that, into your high plank position. So your nice straight line. To start, let's do the stationary. Bring your right foot up beside your right hand.
Ooh.
Reach that energy long. So like you're reaching that knee, shooting energy out the front knee and shooting energy out the back heel. Now pull the energy back together. Lift your front foot off the floor and put it back where you got it. Same thing other side. Other foot comes up beside hand. Reach long out your front knee. Back out your heel. You're splitting in half. Then pull yourself back together. Brace, lift, switch. Let's do one more each side. Foot comes up. Kneecap, power. Heel, energy. Pew! Then pull back together. Try to lift your foot up.
I didn't mean to point finger guns at you.
Switch feet. Yeah, keep it safe.
Keep your finger guns to
yourself. Out the knee, out the heel, reach long. Then pull back together. Brace your abs, lift, put it back. Press your butt up to the air. And slowly pushing your heels down to the floor, walking your hands back towards your feet. Come up slowly to a tall stand. Unfolding yourself.
We like to work on those other toe balances in our practice as well. So with your feet parallel, after a sip of water, and when you're ready, join us as we descend to the floor in a toe balance, do a little shoulder mobility drill, and then we'll get kicking up and playing around in our handstand. From here, find those 2 points on the foot tripod, the big toe mound, and the pinky mound. From here, slow bend the knees, hang out where you can, and then come back up for a rep. Reset those heels to the floor with control. Stand tall. Repeat one more. Up. Slow knee bends. Press down through those big toe mounds and pinkies too, to your safe low. And then with assistance of the hands or a little bit of help with a lean, get those knees down. Extend those hips. Hello again.
Hey there.
And stay right here, or join us on our bums here. Stay in a similar position.
Getting away from
each other at least a little bit here. From here, I'd like us to set up with our hands in a W shape. And at first, again, just elevate the shoulders, which is a very useful skill for our handstand. Press the floor away, including elevated shoulders, but right now, pull them low. And do that one more time, because in your handstand, you're going to push the floor away and you're going to elevate those shoulders. But right now, you're going to keep them pulled low. From there, we'll take the backs of the hands, hovering around the bun area, but neutral hands without crazy wrists. The nape of the neck. From here, just for one, elevate the shoulders in a shrug. We need to make sure we're not here right now, so let's pull those back low. From there, let's go to the YMCA and extend at the elbows. Might as well be called the wide MCA for me, because that does not look like a Y, but it feels good. But from here, we'll bend those elbows and come back to the back of the nape of the neck. Pulling the armpits low, let's do that same thing one last time. Extend through those elbows. Try to taper in, extend through, work on some nice shoulder stuff here. And then we'll bend the elbows again. And from those armpits, we'll pull back to a W. And then we'll just relax. Holy, says Lauren, maybe.
Holy.
Arms can be heavy.
Holy.
From here, let's extend those hips forward. As you can see on Lauren's toes, you can untuck the toes in the back and sit back on the feet. Then transition to your toe squat. Up, oops, and down. And let's go right back down, just one repetition. Toe squat, slow to low, knees to the floor, extend the hips, then untuck toes, and either stay where I am, or a more comfortable place, or like Lauren. Turn around again, because that was great when you did that. This time, we'll start and call it not a W, but the same position of the elbows with the hands turned down.
Upside down W.
Upside down W.
Double.
An M,
Oops.
an M, an M.
Oh, right.
From here, shrug the shoulders, but now let's unshrug those shoulders, and then round forward, and then scoop those shoulder blades back. My hands came forward a lot from that position. Today, I'm just going to try to get them behind my back in the most honest way possible. So right now, I can't really get them there. I'm really thinking that shoulder blade scoop. My hands are just about at my sidelines here. And then I'm going to just bring my hands forward, elbows in, and just relax a little bit. Let's go back to that M shape, close hanging shape here. Elevate the shoulders, pull the shoulders low, round the shoulders forward, but then scoop those shoulder blades under. And again, internally rotating on the shoulder, not that easy here. We're trying to get those hands towards behind the back. And then bring the elbows in and shake it out. For today, that's it. Extensions with galore behind that movement though. So from here, we'll extend those hips.
Whoops.
We'll tuck the toes. We'll hinge back to the toe squat. Hiya! We come up. And then we're gonna listen to Lauren.
Okay, it's 3-point time.
Ooh.
That means tuck your shirt in. We're gonna walk ourselves down. Maybe watch for a quick second, and then
Lauren
go
will
with
do a nice quick demo.
Then go with Ian. Maybe you talk, Ian.
Right on. So as Lauren walks out to the down dog position as before, slowly, maybe lift a leg. But we can lift that leg, as Lauren did right there, from the hip, or put it down. We can lift that leg as a bigger part as she presses her heart towards her kneecaps, lifting the leg. So push the floor away, lift the leg, reach. What are we looking for in this shape? Well, there is this shape, like in many artistic sports. We can be in that yoga pose like that. Don't be there for right now. Right now, we want to find that nice center shape and reach long and then down. So Lauren, here, lean forward into an extension position, and then we'll drive away, lifting a leg. And then come back into that extension position over front. Beautiful plank shape, and then reach away and kick back. And on this side, it looks great, but just think of that nice rotation hips. 3 each, last 1 or 2 here, shooting energy out of those toesies. You can see maybe which leg is her preferred takeoff leg. Maybe that one. That one. And I will also have a little bit to a big bit of a discrepancy between sides.
We can't all be symmetrical.
Hinge. As we said.
Hey, now I get to talk. You work. Right, so pushing the floor away as you push back, then trying to lift that leg to be on this 3, or rock forward again. And then lifting that leg. I like to point my toe because I was doing a handstand.
So, yeah, it's spaced right.
So point that foot, nice, and reach. Keeping those hips closed as you rock forward over your hands. Point your foot, nice. And forward, and push yourself. As you push back, push that floor away so you do elevate those shoulders. Nice. Yes, remembering to breathe, pointing. Nice. I forget what number you're at, but
me too.
Probably last 1 or 2, then my go.
Yep. My go.
My turn.
So what I'm trying to also do
Point
here.
your foot.
So this is always those obvious things, like Lauren said. Point your foot. Point your foot. That's
Can I go again?
Excellent. Of course, go again. Again, you're doing those reps either watching me and then following along with Lauren, or watching Lauren and then performing with me. Modify these reps to be half. Beautiful awareness on that hip for Lauren to keep closed. So obvious things might be the foot. Are you pointing the toe? Then where are your hips organized? Are we in the twist? Are we looking straight ahead? The thing I was trying to do, and I'm going to try to say to Lauren here.
I want to keep my elbows
the blood
straight.
Donations forward and your elbows straight. Blood donations forward and your elbows straight. Last 1 or 2 here for Team Lauren.
Last one.
So from that nice planche-esque extension position through the wrists as we're forward, drive that energy away, lengthening out the leg. And again, set up a hinge, 3-point stance.
Remember to breathe as you do this. So as he comes through to that planche position, shoulders pull down, and then as he pushes back, elevate those shoulders. So depress those shoulders, engaging your lats, and then push the floor away as you push up towards that down dog. Pull the shoulders down. Push the floor away, pointing your foot.
I did 3 in a row on that same side, and I'll switch.
Same side. Point your foot. Hips are nice and square to the floor. I see that floor pushing away. Point your foot. Nice. Come on up.
Awesome. Let's give that a quick break. Come back to that toe squat, and then we'll do 1 or 2 more sets of that.
Oh, cue. Toe squats.
You're in the front.
Come up to 2 feet. Let's slowly go down. Don't go as low as you think you want to. Now, try to stay there, but extend your hips through so your knees, hips, shoulders make a line. Try to keep that line as you stand up tall. Let's do that again. Drop maybe the same low or a little lower. Then extend hips through. Nice straight line. All the way to tall. Squeeze your butts. Straighten your knees. Slow descent. Crushing pop cans under your heels. Nice. Shake that out.
Awesome. Last drill today, work on that tripod kick. As Lauren said, we'll be pulling down the shoulders in the planche, but then press away to go the other direction with that leg. Team Lauren, go for it.
Kick-ups?
No, this, Lauren wants to do kick-ups.
You said kick-ups.
I didn't mean kick-ups. Did I say kick-ups?
You said kick-ups.
I meant the same progression for our kick-up. I'm so sorry.
Well, we have a minute of fun planned for later.
We do have a minute of fun planned.
So let's do this now.
Great.
Business first.
So planche position, challenge that
Party
wrist
after.
extension, press away, Good. So if I went off scene here and grabbed a red bat, as Lauren is in a beautiful planche here, she doesn't want me to touch her back. She's trying to push away from this red thing and then lean forward. Save reps, stay strong, try to lift away from someone scratching your back with a bat. We'll put that off there. Beautiful toe points. And what's so nice is Lauren's critiquing me with those toe points, but she's doing the same thing. So she knows how to do that in her practice, and she knows to look at that for me.
Your
Here
turn.
we go.
Your
Blood
turn.
donations forward, planche.
Elbows are so straight. That's what I was thinking about. Pushing the floor away. Straight elbows through. Straight elbows. Push. Nice. Knees straight too. Reaching for the ceiling. I have a hard time every
Does it look
time.
I'm reaching for the ceiling? It looks like I'm reaching for...
Well, on one side it looks like the ceiling, not that side.
Not that one. So again, that's my...
I also find it hard to push there. That side's a little better. Put my back heel down. Those hammies, a little snug. Great. Are you done yet?
Yeah, that was my 3%.
Oh, okay, good.
Are you done yet? Let's go one more time on that toe squat. Yeah,
And
one
then
more time
minute
on that
fun.
toe squat, and we have some minutes of fun.
Okay. Okay, toe squat. Let's do one nice, full, beautiful toe squat, and then a fancier version after. Up on toes. Slowly come down. With or without hands, but ideally without. Slowly extend, knees tap. Extend those hips, pull yourself forward. Untuck toes, sit. Squeeze glutes, pull through. Tuck toes. Try to do it without hands. Rock back, stay on toes. Stay low, try to put your heels down. Stay low, back to toes. Stand up tall. Slowly crush 2 pop cans. Mine are Coca-Cola. What are yours?
Oh,
Okay.
Coke all the way.
A little fancier if you want. Up to toes. Slowly drop. Try to extend those hips. Hold. Then hips will come back under you as you lower. As you tap the floor with your knees, try to extend again. Hips come through. Untuck. Sit. Right here, try to lean back and extend those hips from here. Pull forward. Tuck your toes. Rock back. I'm putting you in a box. Don't push out of the box. Put your heels down. Back to your toes. Back to your heels. Your arms are pushing out of the box, Ian. Yep, toes.
Oh, but this is really hard now.
Stand up. And then crush your Coke cans. I do like root beer too, surprisingly.
Not for 2 cans.
No, not 2 cans of root
You
beer.
could crush 2 cans of Coke. Maybe half a can of root beer.
Finish up with a minute of fun.
Minute of fun for us has been facing the wall and challenging that endurance, which might not be fun, but it is essential to the practice of your handstand, building those endurances. That could be what you do. Lauren is itching here to play with her handstand. So for 1 full minute in 10 seconds, 1 full minute, and this again is a new set for us. It's pretty small. If we feel dangerous, we're not going to do it. If you feel dangerous, don't do it either.
1 minute of fun.
1 minute of fun. In
Or do the
3, 2, 1.
Go back to
Go.
the drill we were just doing previous.
Good. That's been 30 seconds there.
That was better.
30 seconds. That might be my
Careful,
minute today.
Ian.
Right.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
A minute is not in the cards today, and it hasn't been in the cards for quite a while. 50 seconds. Today was 30, and I feel
No, you
pretty...
got to 40.
Was that 40?
Yeah, we started at the
Oh,
noon
I
and
thought
it
it
went
was
to
30.
the 8.
Oh, wonderful. Cool. It doesn't really matter. I had fun. Did you have fun? Did you feel strong? Joining through membership if you haven't. Thank you for being a member if you are. Thank you very much for joining us today in the studio. If you have more time and more energy spare, we're on to kettlebells. Find us next.
Right now. Right this second.
Yeah, we got to go. They're running the music.
Bye.
We're running the music. Have a good day.
Credits are playing.
Thank you very much. Goodbye.